Stop. Dude, that's so cool. I am not getting used to that. I'm loving that thing. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Lawn Doctor Live. My name's Kendall Hines, and I own Lawn Doctor here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And today's a very special day. Okay? We got my good friend, Brent Fisher, in the house. He's here in Venue Tower. He's excited to come in on Lawn Doctor Live. It's second official episode here. We're getting the production set up. We're getting everything worked out.
Number 2?
This is the the second real one because we did this before and it was good, but now we're going for greatness on the show. There we go. Okay, and so things are coming along nicely. We added lighting so you can see our beautiful faces. Right, we're taking it up and tight in the face now. Here we go.
Want to look directly at it, or it blinds you a little bit.
Right. Here then we got to maybe get a little bit closer to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
These are the ones you can just yell.
Yeah, not yell, but it is high quality.
Yeah.
And it creates a good thing. So if you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. We'd really appreciate it if you could share this stream out to all your friends and family. If you think they'd find value in this show, today we're profiling my friend Brent Fisher with Neighbors Development. As you can see there at the bottom of the screen, Neighbors Development. They're a commercial real estate firm, and they specialize in
property management, commercial brokerage, and development.
Okay, so first of all, Brent, I want to let people know who you are. Okay, I mean, we met. It was like 2 years ago.
Getting deep.
We're going deep on Lawn Doctor Live today. Okay, and we met 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was actually Chris Ake, who was on Lawn Doctor Live episode 1.
Yeah.
The first episode, who introduced us to each other. Now, how did you get in Grand? I know you're from the East Side, right? You just turned 30. There's been a lot of time between you coming out of your mother's womb and where we're sitting here in Venue Tower,
right,
7 floors above the city.
Hey, I'm like a fine wine, though. Get better with time.
Dude, I like that analogy. And well, I'll tell you what, you're only 30, but the best, I told this to Chris too, I said, the best thing about us is we still have time on our side. Right. Even though you're 30, I'm 26, like, there's so much time. So, dude, how did you get here today? Where did it all start? I know we come from similar backgrounds, right?
Yeah, I was probably going to start there. I mean, that's kind of how we hit it off. Instantly, I was like, you're doing the same thing that, my dad did when I was young. The entrepreneurial lifestyle, you own Green World, which is a lawn care company on the east side, Metro Detroit area, and kind of inspired, like, he could make his own times. Like every other parents, they had to go to work 9 to 5.
Right.
My dad could come to, extracurricular activities. I was really into lacrosse, and he was one of my lacrosse coaches, which is really cool to support my career. I would say lacrosse really, I like to say I was pretty good at lacrosse, and that got me, confidence in life. And it kind of took me in my journey moving forward with entrepreneurship. And
you guys won like a state championship, right?
Yeah, we were pretty good. We were all regional. And
what school was that?
That was Clarkston.
Clarkston.
Yeah.
We played them in soccer.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out John Conlon, coach of the East Kentwood soccer team. Yeah, I believe we played you guys in soccer. I don't know who won though, but yeah, sorry.
It was a good game.
It was. It probably was. I remember being the ball boy out there, throwing the balls and throwing them back in and whatnot. But so you played at Clarkston. You guys won a state championship.
Yeah, I played for a year at Michigan State, and then I lived in Vegas for a couple of years. I worked for a hotel developer out there. That's
really
interesting. Yeah, some casino action.
In all of our meetings and conversations and dinners and coffees, I don't think I've ever. You might have told me, but I never realized that. So Las Vegas. I mean, how does that come about? I'm sure there's a story to it, right?
It's a long story, but to make it pretty short, some mutual connections in college connect me out there, and I've always wanted to get into hotel development. I was very intrigued by it. It's kind of what I went to college for, and I got connected to the right person, and it was pretty awesome out there. Just not a place that I think I wanted to live long term.
Right.
And I was working for someone, and all my connections are back in Michigan. So I moved back, and I started a construction company actually in college with a fellow named Tony Bird, and we took it all on. And we tried to start a solar inverter company, and we were trying to get home solar kits into Home Depot. He had his own pan for electrical inverter, which converts alternating current to direct current, and that was had to get UL certified. We needed a couple $100,000, and the construction company was the only thing that was making money, so we went all in with construction. Grew that pretty big, and then we just realized that was not our plan to run a construction company. So we exited that, sold it off, and kind of went our different ways for a little bit. And I ended up in Grand Rapids, and my cousin actually brought me out here.
Okay.
And worked for Green Property Management.
Does he live here now?
Yeah,
your cousin.
He still lives here, yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
Balloon, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So he does finance, and it was pretty exciting coming to Grand Rapids. It was a smaller, growing city. I saw a lot of opportunity here, and sure enough, I went around with a developer one time. And he's like, "This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen." Shout out to Dave Levitt with Third Coast. Showed me all these things that were going around, and sure enough, like a couple years later, it all happened. And our city is just growing so excitingly and fast. And I was actually in a conversation the other day. We just got PACE financing approved in Kent County. That's Project Access Clean Energy. Okay. And the mayor was there, and someone was saying, like, we're a growing, sustainable mid-city. And then she stopped. So I was like, wait, are we a big city yet? What does it take to get a big city? Dude,
I believe we're the second largest city in the state of Michigan. And really, if you were to poll people on which side of the state they'd want to live on, I'm sure 9 times out of 10 they say West Michigan once they've come see Lake Michigan, all of our beautiful beaches, just the culture and vibrant community. I mean, we have going on here in Grand Rapids. And it's funny that you touched on the sustainability thing, because I know that's like, I mean, when we first met up, that's like what you were hammering on, right? You were like, sustainability is my thing. I want gardens on rooftops. He was like, dude, how much do you know about putting gardens on rooftops?
Yeah, right. I remember that. Yeah.
I was like, dude, I can tell you, I don't know much about it, but I can tell you what, I can learn. I can learn about putting gardens on rooftops, and guess what? We're going to fertilize those gardens on the rooftops.
Get some lawn doctor up there.
Yeah, we're going to get
lawn doctor on top. That's what I'm talking about.
Right, we're going to get some green thumb action on the top of the buildings and top of the city. Maybe even here at Venue Tower, maybe we got to talk to the folks at DTN and Orion and say, hey, where's the green roof? Because it's just
start growing some stuff.
It's just black up there. Like, at least put a deck or something where we can hang out.
We could be growing food up there. We could be, serving the community. It could be great, organic. I mean, that's truly farm to table, right? From the roof down to the lower.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, and that's cool. So the sustainability thing, that's kind of your niche, right? Is the sustainability aspect of it.
I watched this really inspiring video in college called Zeitgeist Movement, and it changed my whole perspective on life. And that really made me want to be a part of the movement of the sustainability generation and help accelerate, the human race in terms of let's care about the people and the planet. Let's focus on those two things foremost, and then let's use profit as a measurement of achievement. So people and planet are really what I care about. I think it's our duty to our predecessors. This is a guy named, he's like 15, he's suing the federal government because he thinks that before he gets to the time of power to do something about it, we've already screwed up the planet enough for him. So there's stuff like, I don't want to be a part of the problem, I want to be a part of the solution. Right. So that's kind of where I think sustainability comes into from the development aspect and providing, quality living and quality food and quality technology, communities for people to really flourish. So, I mean, that's kind of like what's that called? The ebb and flow, right? It's like the flows. Everything's symbiotic. Everything's kind of working together. Yeah. Real estate isn't just straight up real estate, right? It's everything. I mean, this is real estate. We're in real estate right now. Right. So, like, the real estate is driving like the cultural behaviors in a specific neighborhood. Absolutely. So, like, look at the West Side development. Whoever saw that coming with the Knickerbocker popping up? What else is over there? Butcher's Union. It used to be like what was that? Monty's or something? That nightclub. People getting shot, and whatnot. But now it's they revitalized that neighborhood. exactly.
Shout out to Fritz Ball on the stream. We got him dropping comments in. Fritz Ball, realtor with Keller Williams. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Thank you for liking and sharing the stream as well. He says, who is Brent? What does he do?
My name is Brent.
And, his name's, if you don't know Brent, his name's Brent Fisher.
Yeah.
Works for Neighbors Development.
Correct.
Commercial real estate developer, which means he's looking for people that buy or sell commercial real estate. He works on the buyer side and the seller side. He's represented us on deals. And, I'm kind of new to that space in terms of on the commercial end, and I didn't even know you could get represented on a lease. Maybe that's just naive me, right? The entrepreneur that wants to just pick up the phone and negotiate their own deal and say, no, listen, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it.
Got to structure the deal, make sure, everything's protected for you. You're doing a good deal that is comparable to the market. We want to provide value that, it's the leases within your time frames. A lot of times they say this is what we want.
Right.
And people think that's the only thing you get. Like, you can negotiate that deal down in so many different ways that makes sense for you.
Like,
with the options and everything down the line.
Like, Brent was representing us on a deal, and we didn't end up moving forward with it, but it was a possibility to where, we could have had the carpets renovated all on the landlord's dime, right? So it was like a provision and a condition of us moving in was fixing the carpets and whatnot before we move in. So I didn't even know that was a thing. And that's why you need somebody watching your back on the buyer and the seller side of commercial real estate.
Correct, yeah.
Right? So I really appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. We have 10 people on the stream right now. We've had people going in and out for the last 20 minutes or so. I'd really appreciate if you could like and share the stream. I would appreciate it. Brent with Neighbors Development would appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we would really love that. So, you started, what? You came from Clarkston, won a state championship, went to Las Vegas for a little bit. Hey, Fritz Ball, hey, drop, I'm going to post Brent's contact info in the stream after this is done, and you guys can get connected. This is what it's all about. This is why we do the show. We want people to get connected and collaborate and figure out how we can help each other grow our businesses, grow the community, and ultimately, grow the economy and create jobs. I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
Collaboration. I mean, we've really got a long ways to go as a city, so let's work together to get there.
It's like, and it's just funny. You would think, okay, Kendall, well, how does a lawn care company and a commercial real estate company, be symbiotic? And
there's so much we can do.
And really beyond that, like, listen, I know I'm going to get accounts just from in lawns. I love winning lawns. I want to be on every lawn in Grand Rapids, which we're getting close, right? We do Gerald R. Ford International Airport. We do Forest Hills Public Schools. We do the city of Grand Rapids lawns. And there's probably about 5 different townships we're bidding on, this winter. But, dude, I'm not in it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing, having you on the show and networking with you to get lawns, right? Yeah. I want people. I want Brent, and I want
energy.
Flow
in the city.
Like, dude, it's just nice to be around other people that are doing well and pushing for more, right? They don't want to build average businesses. They want to build great businesses. They don't want to work 9 to 5. They want to work freaking 95 hours a week growing their businesses. And those are the people that I want to get around. Fritz Ball, I really appreciate you referring my family's business to everybody. I know we've gotten some direct referrals from you, so thanks for the referrals. So, like I said, 30 years ago, you were born, right? You played lacrosse.
Came out of my mom's womb, played some lacrosse, started some businesses, met some amazing people, and really aspired to. We've all had struggles, right? We've all been through a struggle,
right?
Things that we had to overcome. That's really like what builds us. I feel like I've struggled a lot in my life, and everyone has different struggles, but struggles, I feel like we're diamonds, right? The more you struggle, the more hardships you go through, the more tough you get,
right? The
more pressure you can go through, and then something beautiful happens. And I think you're 30, so there's got to be a lot of beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from the development side, we're very small, we're growing. A lot of people don't know maybe what real estate development is, but to me, that's creating something out of nothing, taking something that was sitting there that people didn't see an opportunity, and you created that. You put it together. You brought the investors. You brought the deal together.
Right.
You brought the people. You brought the vision. You market it. It's pretty much like starting a business. Every new development.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because as you drive down 28th Street and as you drive down 44th Street and East Beltline, there's a common theme that's going on here in town, and there's a lot of for lease signs popping up, and a lot of retail is just getting whacked right now. You look at MC Sports, you look at Sears, you look at Family Christian stores, you look at all that stuff. I mean, the game is changing. It's not like the residential market, right? Where it's like inventory is just flying off the shelf. There's a lot of inventory out there, but what kind of inventory is out there on the commercial side?
So the whole thing, commercial retail at least, leases, is changing to experience-based. So before, you needed a brick and mortar space to sell something. Now you have online channels to really get it out there. People are buying online. Like, I use Shipt. Do you use Shipt?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to the Myers anymore. I just order it, gets sent to my door. That's convenient. Same with Amazon. If I want something, I just go on Amazon Prime, boom, it sends right to my house. So I don't really need to go to the brick and mortar store anymore. Brick and mortar. Sorry, brick and mortar. Yeah,
shout out
brick and mortar.
Shout out Brick and Porter. Awesome burgers and fries, and I'll tell you what, they have one hell of a Chipotle aioli.
Oh,
so if you go there, you got to get the Chipotle aioli, because that is some good. Let me tell you that. Yeah. Okay, so.
But no, so the brick and mortar stores, you're only going there for experience, right? People are going to, Starbucks is always a strong place, but people like the local little coffee spots.
Madcap, just down the road.
Roasters. Great places that give that local kind of flair and that experience. Hey, we roast this down the street. Like, that's a cool experience, and people want to talk. Same with restaurants. We've been getting a lot of restaurant clients, hospitality tours, wanting to open up another location or their first location. And I think Grand Rapids is great for some new diversity in some restaurants. But what we're having a really hard time finding is restaurants or spaces with full restaurant kitchens, because you need a hood system. Those are really expensive. So there's a very low supply of like turnkey restaurant spaces.
So turnkey, where the hoods are actually already in there.
Yeah. Otherwise, you need like $100,000 to build it out, and it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't even realize that. You don't think about that when you're looking at those spaces. I guess I just don't think.
All the equipment, you got fryers and fridges. It adds up.
Man, so that's. I mean, where is it going though? Right, we know where it's at. We know where it's at right now. But what's going to happen, in your opinion? I mean, with all this vacant retail space. I mean,
I don't think there's a ton of vacant retail space.
So who can buy MC Sports? Like that old building right there. I mean, who moves into a space like that?
So, like I said, I think it's going more experience-based, so you got to move, like, a cool country bar kind of theme or something like that. People want to go out and, if they're going out to, like, entertain themselves for the most part. I think that's where it's going. I mean, you're always going to need, the office space.
Right.
It's always going to be in demand because people don't want to always work from home. They want a space to go to. I think, I get what you're saying with like the retail spaces. So who knows what's going to really happen?
I'm just curious, because talking to these, we were talking to the first company's realtor, and he was saying, I was like, hey, like, were you in the game back in 08 and 09? He said, yeah. He said it was really hard to move anything. We actually went back to all of our tenants and offered them, whatever deal they wanted to do to keep them in business, right? We've been in an economy for the last 8 or 9 years, definitely as long as I've been in business. It's been a great economy, right? There's all this growth. The stock market's up 11,000 points or something like that. It's just stupid. People are just getting wealthy from just sitting on their money right now or putting it in the market, right? But what's going to happen when the next recession comes? The next correction, right? They come every 8 to 10 years, from what I've been studying at least. So what happens during that next correction?
Well,
who gets hit first?
I do think it's going to get prolonged because
You think it's going to kind
I think we're way more connected as a world now.
Yeah.
Information passes so much faster and quicker that we're already anticipating this. So inevitably, it should be prolonged.
Right.
I know a lot of very wealthy investors that are like anticipating this already, so they're not doing anything. In return, I think they're being more conservative, which would prolong, something like this to happen. And who knows? I think we're smarter. We're learning more and more that I think we're not going to make the same mistakes that we did before.
Right.
But that's a good question. What is going to happen? And I don't think we're going to get hit that hard. That's just my opinion.
Right.
It might be a little dip or something.
Correction.
Like that. Correction. But that's just a opportunity for us to challenge ourselves and be better.
Right.
The businesses that are just getting by are going to go away, and there's opportunities for new business.
And the people that have just been waiting, like the players are going to come out here in this next.
It's interesting though, because like from working with real estate investors, right now the market's kind of like as top. There's not a lot of people buying because everyone's selling so high.
Right.
It's a seller's market.
Right.
That if there was a dip, that's when like my investors let's start buying some stuff. So it's
dude. So they're just they're loading the shotgun, getting some dry powder, just getting ready to freaking unload on a freaking whale elephant, right, for the next correction that's coming. So that's good to know. I mean, other than that, I mean, businesses like ours, they grow in recessions. Because like you said, the better businesses thrive and the weak ones fall and go away.
Right.
And so we're definitely waiting for that. So,
but like with terms of inventory right now, I mean, it's hard to even find. Industrial space is really hot right now that we can't find.
Right. That's what we were looking for, right? Yeah. And it was like
there's not too many options right now.
It was like pulling teeth. I mean, some of these guys, I mean, they're not even returning phone calls.
Right.
It's like, what are they at the country club right now? Eating filet. Yeah, time to pick up the phone and go close the deal.
Mouth is full of that delicious meat.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I don't know what you have to do to get a viewing or a showing on the commercial side these days, but
you gotta call me.
Call Brent with Neighbors. He'll get you. I don't know what you do if you FaceTimed them, Snapchatted them, Twittered them to get them out there, but he gets them out there, folks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
building the relationships in the industry.
You know what I've noticed is a lot of people in town, and that's one thing I initially noticed too. Is you're very connected. People that are in media, they're in the commercial real estate side, they're lawn care business owners, they're owning digital media firms. It's like you've lived all these different lives and you have all these connections coming back to you, which is why I kind of wanted you on this show, was because, it's going to get put out to all of your network and they're going to see you and say, hey, who's this Kendall kid, right?
Yeah,
Who is this crazy freaking green thumb, dude?
I've always kind of been a little more behind the scenes is kind of how I operate it, but I enjoy people and meeting them, and I love hearing their story. So when I first moved to Grand Rapids, I was just super networking. Like, I asked everyone for a meeting. I was like, can I meet you? And then those led to different opportunities. And I really wanted to listen to what other people are doing, what they're up to, and how I could help them.
Right.
It's never about me. It's always about them and what they're up to and making the connections for them that I knew. And then I actually started the Senate back in the day, and that really grew my sphere of influence. Mm-hmm. Kind of leads us to us now, the Senate.
Right.
And I'm very excited to the direction that we're going.
So for the people watching that, you probably don't know, but the Senate it was secret. I guess we're bringing it to light now on live Facebook, but it's a group of entrepreneurs, people that are doing things, people that are striving for more, trying to do more, right?
Taking the dolphin approach that we work together to help accelerate each other. Right.
And people that want more, right? They are in this group called the Senate, and right now, we have about what is it? 30 members.
30 plus, yeah.
30 plus members in the Senate. It's not a BNI group. I love BNI. I've been in BNIs, but it's not a BNI group. We don't go there for business. We go there for relationships, and we go there we have this thing called pod accelerating. When we all get together, we if there's issues going on in anybody's specific business, we get together and we come up with a solution, right? And 30, the way I look at it, 30 entrepreneurs working on a task.
30, wow, that's crazy.
30. All those entrepreneurs working on a problem and working on an issue are probably just better than one.
Oh,
you can see blind spots that I don't necessarily see. So that's one thing I really appreciate about the group. And the group's called the Senate. When's our next meeting? When is that?
It is November 30th. Yeah.
So November 30th.
Invite only, but if you're interested.
Invite only if you're interested in coming. It's we have a board of directors, so you kind of have to be approved to be in the group. If you're interested in something like that, again, this is not a network. It is a networking group in a sense, but it's not a leads group. It's not a hard leads group,
it's
right?
primarily focused for business owners trying to achieve more and take their business to the next level.
Right.
Or people wanting to, on that verge or start, in the process of starting their own business.
Well, and too, I've just noticed like all these people that are in the group, I have like 150 mutual friends with, and it's like,
yeah, you kind of like everyone.
You just don't know, right? Grand Rapids is a 6 degrees of separation, so.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested in joining the Senate group, drop me or Brent a message, and we'll get you hooked up with the details.
And to accelerate on that is our goal is to really make positive impacts within the community. We're working together to help our businesses and also give back and like make some really great things happen. Because to have a thriving city, you need a really strong hub of entrepreneurs like wanting to make their city better and making their community better.
I mean, that's powerful, right? I mean, if people want things done, they're going to come to people that are going to pick up the phone and make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, we want to create enough influence that, people listen to us and we're like, hey, maybe we should do something like this and we can actually get it done and make it happen rather than sit around waiting for someone else to do it.
Right. So like Brent said, I mean, if that sounds like you, if you're doing things in the community, you want to do more, you're striving for more, you don't want average, you don't want a regular life, and you want to be in this group, drop us a message, and we'll see about getting you some details so you can come check out a meeting. I mean, I've searched and searched, okay? There's not any groups like this in Grand Rapids, I can tell you that much. I've looked for them, and this is pretty much the only group like this that exists.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So it's really exciting to be a part of, and especially, to be maybe, keep pushing for more growth in that area. So if you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. Me and Brent would appreciate it. We got Brent Fisher with Neighbors Development in the house, commercial real estate, buy and sell representative, can find you the deal that you're looking for, can represent you in selling your space, your commercial real estate space, and get you top dollar, maybe 10x on the dollar, right?
There you go, perhaps,
10x,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
that'd be the goal. Yeah.
He's a salesperson, okay? He's going to get you top dollar. No matter what time it is, he'll pick up the phone for you and get it done. If it's 11:30 at night and you want to list it,
perhaps.
He might be up. He might be up. He might be up.
If I answer, maybe.
Right. So we got Brent Fisher on today. I really appreciate everybody that has liked and shared the stream out. We're shooting live from Venue Tower. Today we covered, commercial real estate, the inventory on the market, his personal story on how he got to where he is today in commercial real estate in Grand Rapids. So if you're just joining the stream, go back and watch the recorded broadcast. It's a really good show. So what's next for you? I mean, what's next? I know we talk about this all the time, right? Yeah. We talk about targets. What's your target right now? What's your 12-month target? Your 5-year target?
Trying to build. I think Chris mentioned last time trying to build. In 3 years, a $5 million real estate portfolio.
Okay.
And then also really doing a powerful development that is kind of what I'm talking about. And we have some things that we're working on to get there, which are pretty exciting. Confidential right now.
Right.
That should be pretty exciting in the near future to really do everything that I'm talking about. And then, my goal is always to I'm an adventurer at heart. I like to explore and adventure and go different places. I love Costa Rica, and I'm working on some stuff over there. And I would love to eventually do something over there. I met with this really interesting guy that he does deep sea diving stuff. And he's treasure hunting. I'm like, man, that's really cool stuff.
Yeah,
that's just interesting.
Yeah, seriously.
So I don't know, adventuring, building a really good real estate portfolio, helping other business owners thrive, really taking the Senate in the direction that it needs to go. Expanding Neighbors Development, and building, a really, we focus on the local guys. We're a smaller company, so we
Right.
focus on the local guys, helping them grow. Building the property management portfolio. Pretty much everything I'm doing now is just like making it happen and getting out there and helping you get a huge business. And,
Yeah.
I think we need a shared office one day.
Dude, now that
Big,
is,
yeah.
that is a good idea. A tower,
Yeah.
right, in town here, a freaking 12-floor tower,
Yeah.
and we'll sell each floor to a different business.
There
One
you
of
go.
our friends,
Yeah.
and we'll all share the space. And you know what we'll have too is parking. We'll have some freaking parking because
by that I mean hopefully it's not too far down the line, but we might have self-driving cars. We might not need parking.
I think it's pretty close. they just changed the regulations in the government now to where like they're making laws for the self-driving cars because that's so much, it's coming so quickly, right? So I think it could be here quicker than any of us even realize. I mean,
What are your goals?
my goals. So I want to be on 5,000 lawns in the next 12 months. I want to have 5,000 customers. We're a little less than half of that right now. But, we're having tremendous growth this season.
Are you
And,
going to expand to the east side at all, maybe?
we're hoping to.
Yeah,
We're
you should
hoping
take over my
to.
dad's company.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so if you don't know, me and Brent actually have similar backgrounds. His dad actually owns a lawn fertilizing company, Green World.
Green World, yeah.
Green
Started
World
himself, yeah.
on the east side. And it's just funny how life works, right? What God puts in your path, who he puts in your path. And I met Brent's dad. I would have never met Brent's dad if I would have met Brent,
Yeah.
and if I would have met Chris. So it's just a small world and how everything works. But I mean, you grew up in the family business, right?
Yeah.
Fertilizing lawns and
Yeah.
stuff.
I was more on the sales side.
Okay.
I fertilized a few lawns in my day. My dad was so particular about our lawn, though. Like, when I cut it, he'd be like, he wants the zebra. He really liked the zebra lines, the back and forth. He liked that style. So, like, I had to cut it, like, perfectly and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
He was like,
Who doesn't,
Like, that
right?
line's off. I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'll go back and fix it.
I remember in our neighborhood on Castlebrook, we used to cut baseball diamonds in the turf and play baseball games in the backyard, and that's what it's about. I mean, that's why somebody would want a beautiful lawn, right? It's not a status symbol. It is nice to have a green lawn.
Oh, my God, yeah. Everyone's like, your lawn's so green. Like, my dad was very proud of our lawn.
Oh, yeah.
He'd always be like, go outside and play. And then we'd play in the lawn. He's like, oh, you messed up the lawn.
Well, it's like he had. I mean,
your pick.
your lawn has to be beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, he's doing it every day. He's doing it at other people's. His, needs to look good too. So
But then you really start to appreciate, though, because you drive by other people's lawns, and you're like, wow, that lawn doesn't look that good. You're like,
Right.
wow, what's going on with them? Like, do they not care about their environment?
right, and
Because I mean, it provides oxygen for people. A healthy lawn. I mean, there's a lot of benefits that a healthy lawn provides.
and beyond just the healthy lawn and the environment is the property values. Let's talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're selling a commercial space, we looked at that building, had a crappy lawn out
Oh yeah.
front.
You're like, what is
Dry,
this? Yeah.
toasted, no irrigation,
don't
no
care.
fertilizing, full of weeds. I'm sure they could have gotten more money if that area was properly, maintained and manicured, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that just goes to show you there is a return on having, investing in your lawn. Typically, the investment is small, right? You spend more on probably, coffee every year than you'd spend on getting your lawn done by us. Average, cost is usually less than, a can of Coke a day when you break it down like that, right?
Oh, it's not bad.
It's a good value. So today we had Brent Fisher on Lawn Doctor Live. He's with Neighbors Development, commercial real estate buy and sell representative, focusing in sustainability. He knows about green roofs. He knows about keeping things sustainable and flowing.
Yeah.
And growing.
And we have some pretty cool financing tools to help you if you really want to do sustainable technology. We have all the resources to try to keep it out of pocket costs down as much as possible.
There's a lot of government grants and
There's
stuff,
grants, there's incentives, there's programs, there's lease back options. It actually in California, it's booming. Everyone's going solar panels. People are paying to use your roof and stuff.
Right.
As soon as solar shingles hits the market, instead of doing a a traditional roof, you can do a solar roof now.
Dude.
And
sell your energy back to the grid.
Back to the grid. So,
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's trying to be on the forefront of that. I really wish that it was moving faster in Michigan, but it is making a strong push forward.
Yeah. So, like I said, Brent Fisher with the Neighbors Development buy and sell representative can help you with your commercial real estate needs, sustainability, and he is also the creator and founder, right, of the Senate?
Yeah.
Creator and founder of the Senate, #1 entrepreneur group in Grand Rapids. So if you're a mover and a shaker and somebody trying to do more in this world, call Brent, call me. We can get you hooked up and locked in with our group. But other than that, dude, thank you so much for being on the show today. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's been fun. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while now. So
it's my second time ever going live. So
hear that, folks? Second time ever going live, and he's just crushing it, killing it. It was just like a little Sunday coffee.
Yeah, this is great. I love this
today,
your
right?
space here. It's fantastic.
I know, it's beautiful. We shoot a lot of content here, so I've been really happy with it. But really appreciate everybody tuning in. Please like and share the stream if you're watching the stream, whether you're after the fact or during the fact. Please like and share the stream. We'd really appreciate it and getting Brent's name and company out there. All right, Google. Okay, Google.
Shout out to my business partner, Coleman Barr.
Sorry, I can't help with that.
Sorry, Google couldn't help with that. Okay, Google. Play Jay-Z.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Do you still want to play that on Living Room TV?
No.
No problem. Here's JC on Google Play Music.
Thanks for tuning in. Lawn Doctor Live.